Hi everybody, I'm Cassandra from Craftably Ever After and welcome to another video. Now today I have got quite a few things to share with you, so let's just jump straight into it. The first thing I want to show you is an item that I have posted recently on a YouTube short, and it is a character that I crocheted based off one of Moriah Elizabeth's many characters. Now if you are not familiar with Moriah Elizabeth, she is an art based channel. She does a lot of, I think she actually gained like her popularity from squishy makeovers. Squishies are those little foam animals, you know, almost like a stress relief type of toy. So she does a lot of that on her channel, but she also does a lot of very interesting craft projects. She thinks very much out of the box. She like gets things from thrift shops and she like paints them in her style. It's absolutely fantastic to watch her videos. Now Jessica was the first fan of Moriah Elizabeth years and years ago. Jessica started watching her. I sort of started watching with Jessica, and I am now a fully fledged fan in my own right. So I have got quite a few items that I have purchased from Moriah Elizabeth from her merch or her merchandise shop. Now I've got a backpack that I wear proudly out and about in Copenhagen. I love that backpack with all of her characters on it. I also have got, which is one of my favorite things, which is this Rubik's Cube. Now in one of her episodes, she took a Rubik's Cube and she designed, or she put her characters on every single side of the Rubik's Cube. So an entire Rubik's Cube she filled with these characters. It was absolutely fantastic to watch that. And as soon as she announced that she will be selling this Rubik's Cube with all of the characters exactly as she did it on that episode, I purchased one for myself as well as for Jessica. Now the next amazing thing that she did is she customized an entire deck of cards. So she took a regular deck of cards and she drew characters in on all of them. It was I cannot even explain to you. So after that episode, she also came out with this it's a pack of regular playing cards, but customized. So every suit, we call it a suit, every suit has got different characters on it. So if I can show you, there's just like they're a bit oh, this one is actually upside down, this specific character. But she has got, so every single card has got some or other fantastic character on it. So what I decided, just, you know, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I like these challenges. I like crocheting things like, for instance, from Jessica's drawings. Jessica is my daughter, so she is an avid artist, and I've done many projects based on artwork that she's done for me. But I thought it would be fun to take one of the characters from the Moriah Elizabeth deck of cards and crochet something. And I decided on this character, which is Flobby. Now, I absolutely loved how the YouTube short came out that I made from this one. Now I'm just going to have to find the card again, because I, in trying to show you the various characters, I now lost the Flobby card. But my son actually helped me with the video. I can't do card tricks. Jaden, during COVID, actually in 2020, when the kids couldn't go to school, Jaden actually taught himself magic tricks and card tricks during the COVID period. So he actually helped me out to do the video, because I cannot do card tricks. So this was the card that I had selected, and this was the project that I made from it. So I think it is a fairly good representation of this Moriah Elizabeth character. I absolutely loved making it. There are actually so many fantastic characters in this deck of cards. So you can be sure that at some stage or another, I will be making another Moriah Elizabeth character. I loved it. It was such a fun project to do. And it was such a fun short to make. So if you haven't seen that short, I will link it down below. I absolutely love that. Is one of my favorite shorts that I've ever made with the help of my son. So this was the first thing I wanted to show you, this cute Moriah Elizabeth character, which I made from Confection DK. It's the Bella Cocoa yarn. Confection DK, and I used a 3mm hook on it. Now for some of the details, like the little freckles and some of the dots on the petals, I did use a Posca paint pen. It might have been Posca, but it's one of Jessica's paint pens. I think it's I don't even know what it's called, but it's some other acrylic paint pens, very similar to Posca pens. So just to do some of the smaller details that I just would not have been able to do with crochet. So there we have it. This is the first project that I wanted to show you. Next, now, as you know, I told you in last week's video, on the 15th of August, it is International Granny Square Day. I'm super excited for it. I told you that I'm working on, or I'm going to work on, the Granny Fanny bag. Quite a few of you have now put your names into this. I don't know what we're going to call it. It's not a collab. It's like a crochet along maybe. I'm not sure. A lot of you said you also want to do the Granny Fanny bag. And I will just show you the first one that I did, because I did finish one of them. And it is this one. I loved it. I used Red Hot Super Saver Retro Stripes, which is a fantastic yarn to do this fanny bag in. So I did attach the strap with some bag hardware. Oh, can you see it? There we go. So I did put some D-rings on and a clip, just so that I can remove the strap, because my intention is or was to get some pre-made bag straps from Amazon, which I did, and I will show you what that looks like as well, because my bag straps arrived just after I finished this bag. So I did this whole bag according to the pattern. I found a very lovely tutorial, and I will link it down below, of a lady who shows you how to line this exact Granny Fanny bag. So she has a tutorial how to line it, and also she makes an adjustable strap to put on the bag. But for this one, instead of sewing the strap directly onto the bag, which the pattern has you put it sort of on the side of the bag, you just stitch it on, I just worked it like onto a strap, a bag strap, so that you can remove it. And I will show you, before I show you the strap that I bought, I did line the bag. It wasn't too bad. I did it with my machine because I thought it might be problematic trying to work with a crochet piece in a sewing machine. It wasn't that bad, and I did line my bag, which was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I've put a zipper in. I just had some zippers because I make the odd like little zippered pouch or project bag, tote bag every now and again. I'm not a massive sewer, but I do enjoy it. So I did have some zips. I just put a plain white one in there, and then I attached just onto my zipper, for a zipper pull, one of the little stitch markers that I got in a previous Crochet Society box, just so that it opens a bit easier, and it's lined. It's a very, very nice size. I will pop a picture onto the screen of Jessica. She modeled it for me, so I wanted to see how it fit. Fit her perfectly. And then, so I can take off my bag strap. And then I purchased, and they weren't terribly expensive. I bought some straps. This is like a turquoisey one I bought. I also bought a pink one, and I bought a black and white one. So they will go on my other Granny Fanny bags that I am busy with. But let me show you, this actually looks super cute. So if you don't want to go to the trouble of crocheting, but I mean, this strap took so quickly to make. But if you wanted to have it a little extra, make it look extra hip and happening, because who does not want a granny fanny bag? Like I say, it is the height of fashion, friends. If you are not in the realm of making granny fanny bags, you have got to jump on that bandwagon. But like I say, to make it even more fashionable than a granny fanny already is, you can buy a very cute, I mean, there are tons of straps on Amazon. So I thought this one looked really, really adorable with the color scheme and how my retro stripes yarn worked out on this one. So there we go. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to see all of you who said that you will be joining in making some granny square projects or doing the granny fanny bag. It's going to be fantastic. 15th of August, International Granny Square Day. I'm excited. All right, next. I found a very lovely channel recently called Mimi Makes Keepsakes. I think that's the name of the channel. I'll put it on the screen. I'll also link the channel down below. A very lovely lady. I've really been enjoying listening to her. And in one of her recent videos, she said that she was going to make that little caiman from the Animal Friends of Pica book. This one on the front. Now, if you've been with me for any amount of time, you would know that the Pica books are my absolute #1 top favorite amigurumi books ever. I have got dozens of amigurumi books at this stage, and the Pica books are #1 on the list, and all 3 of them. So they're not ranked 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of the Pica books are in the #1 spot. I love them. They're my favorite books in the world. If I can only have one crochet book, it would be one of these Animal Friends of Pica or all 3 of them, because I view them as one book. Absolutely fantastic books to have, from beginners to advanced. They've got something for everyone. I love these books. I've made multiple projects from them. But when this lovely lady from this channel that I've been watching said that she was going to make that caiman, now I have made him numerous times before, but when she said it, I'm like, oh, I really want to make him again. And I did make him with my absolute favorite rainbow cotton 8/4. Oh, he's looking wonderful. He's such a cute pattern. The only thing I do differently with this pattern, in the pattern they let you do the body from the top down. So you start at the neck with the chain, and then you divide at the bottom for the legs. I don't like dividing legs from a body, so I always reverse the pattern. So for most of these Pica patterns where you start at the top and you divide the legs later on, I don't do that. I always reverse that part and start at the legs and work my way up. But I love this pattern. It is one of my favorite patterns to make. So he did come out. I like this size. As you guys know, I do like working with thin yarn. So rainbow cotton 8/4, it is a fingering weight yarn weight 1. Absolutely enjoy. It's my favorite size of yarn to work with at the moment, in this point in my life. Who knows, it might change later on. There he is. Now I think in the pattern you're supposed to make him a little bow tie. I did not feel like making him a bow tie. You guys know I love scarves on my animals. I love it. So I had to make him a scarf. But apart from that, I did stick to the remainder of the pattern. I even stuck to the colors. So in the pattern, the little bow tie is made with a dark blue. So my colors are almost exactly the same as in the book. I did leave out the little cheek patches. I didn't feel like putting them on. But apart from that, I did do him very much as he is shown on the book. There you go. So I did this little Cayman Animal Friends of Pica. All right, the very last thing I wanted to share with you. Now, you know, recently I have become obsessed with toys in tins. I made that little strawberry doll that I put in a cute little tin with a little bed and a blanket and a pillow. So I'm not over that yet. And today we were in the city for, I don't know what reason, for no reason actually at all. We just wanted to get out of the house, so we went into the city. There's always fantastic shops in Copenhagen. We just like strolling in and out the shops and seeing what's there, seeing what's new. And I went into a shop that I'd never went into before. I knew it was there. It is a toy shop. It's almost like a baby and children's shop, but they have these very specialized type of toys. So it's not a big box, you know, type of, it's not like a Toys R Us or one of those type of baby and toy shops. It's much more, I don't know, it's a very different type of shop that I don't see often. But the one thing that made me go in is in the window, I actually saw little suitcases, you know, like little tins, but they look like suitcases. So my original reason for going in was to get one of those suitcase tins, which in the end I did not get because, you guys, oh my word. Now this is very similar to my toys in tins phase that I'm currently in, but it is toys in boxes. Oh my word, they had a ton of different ones. I didn't know which ones to pick. But because we are heading into the second half of the year and everyone has been doing Christmas in July, I saw this cute little box. So it's like it's not a matchbox size, but it's that principle. So it's a little box that slides, and just look at this. So on the top it says Pixie, Elf and Alfie, Christmas. And this is what is inside. Isn't this wonderful? I absolutely love it, and I am definitely for Christmas planning on either finding tins or finding boxes. I'm not sure where I'm going to find something to use to put them into, but I want to make these little elves. Now if you take off this little blankie, just look at this. Oh my word, I am in love with it. So it's this tiny little elf. It is just gorgeous. It is so small. I wonder if you can see. Isn't that wonderful? And on the box it just says, so this is the little elf. I'll hold it like this and then I'll just read what it says on the box. Elf and Alfie, pixies hide in cupboards and drawers, where they muddle things up and put bow ties inside the socks. On Christmas Eve, all the pixies bake cookies for Santa Claus and play hide and seek between the presents under the Christmas tree. Isn't that wonderful? So I definitely want to make something in this vein, like a little Christmas elf in a little box. I'm gonna have to try and see where I can find just plain boxes, because I mean, an image like this you can surely find somewhere on the web or some other very cute Christmassy type of image to put on the front of your box. So this was the one thing. The other thing, which they actually had loads of, again, still toys in a box. This one says Grand Old Match Factory. So very much though that matchbox look. So it looks like a matchbox, but it's quite a bit bigger. And this one also slides out. Let me show you what's inside. Oh, I couldn't choose. And I'm definitely going back because I'm telling you guys now I'm going to buy more of it. Inside are these little mice. Are they not adorable? Like the triplets in their little beds. And this is what they look like if you take them out. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Is this not absolutely fantastic? So I want to try and make a very, very small crocheted, well, obviously I want to do a bear because I mentioned it before. But can you imagine making something this cute? Oh, I'm telling you guys, the different ones they had were fantastic. And I wish I should have taken a video. Next time I'm there, I'm going to take a video to show you all the different ones because it is brilliant. I absolutely love it. But this one, I think, is my favorite find of the day. This pixie coming out of this little box. I'm definitely making something similar for Christmas. All right, you guys, that is it. It's probably a very long video. I think I've missed chatting to you guys. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on, a lot of things that I'm busy with, that I'm excited to make, that I'm excited to share. I hope all of you are also having fantastic, fabulous crochet time. If you're on summer holidays, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're getting some crafty time in. If you're not, that's also fine. And I still hope you get crafty time in, even if you don't have a summer break at the moment. I know all of my Southern Hemisphere friends are in the middle of winter. Keep warm, friends. We are thinking of you. We are heading into winter. You guys are heading into summer. But it's crafty time throughout the year. The crafty time does not end at any specific season. Us crafters and us crocheters, we just adapt to all the seasons. And every season has its own fantastic theme. I don't know what you want to call it. We are ready for it. We are here for it. All right, 15th of August, you guys, remember International Granny Square Day. I'm looking forward to seeing what all of you are making. For those of you joining in the Granny Fanny bag, I cannot wait to see it. All right, friends, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I always enjoy hanging out with you. I can't wait to read your comments down below. And that's it for this week. As always, you guys, stay safe and stay crafty.